Hello and happy St. Valentine's Day to the gamers. It's a landmark day today. For the first time in 2 months, I have added a new tag to the stream. It is now Bald Peloton Groceries, and I don't want to put the flex on them a little bit, but I got to say Costco Executive Member. That's true. I know. I'm probably this sort of guy when I walk into Costco. You look me up and down and you say, this guy's probably a Gold Star member at $60 a year. No. We sprung for the executive membership this year. Ooh, baby. You know what that gets you? 2% cash back on all purchases at Costco, which is pretty good to begin with. It also gets you a subscription to the bi-monthly publication Costco Connect, which is a magazine exclusively consisting of advertisements about things that you could get at Costco. But then it also has like it'll be like 30 pages of ads and then an article about like how to manage your mental health and stuff like that, which I read the whole thing cover to cover. I catch my ass reading Costco Connect, learning about how to manage burnout at work, and also like, hey, geez, $5,500 hot tub. I got no place to put it, but at the same time, it's $500 off. I'd be stupid not to buy it, honestly. So I went to, I've long been a Costco enjoyer. I would simply say that previously our living situation in Vancouver, I don't know why I'm phrasing it in such a strange way. We didn't have enough space to buy things at Costco on the regular. When we got a car, we were like, oh, now that we have a car, we should get a Costco membership. We went to Costco and we bought 3 things and we're like, where the hell are we going to put this shit? We can't fit it in our house. But a few years ago, pre-pandemic, which I almost just called pre-Peloton, we moved to a slightly larger house that has some storage. And then Costco had a deal, or an offer, I should say, this month. If you referred someone to Costco, check this out, okay? And they got a membership for a year, they got a $50 coupon for Costco. You got a $50 coupon for Costco. You both got 1.34 kilograms of peanut butter pretzels. 1.34 kilograms. I knew that there was going to be peanut butter pretzels involved. I did not know that it was going to be 1.34 kilograms, but I guess they don't make small things at Costco. So we went with one of the families from daycare. We were like, are you Costco members? They said, you know it. We went to the Costco with them. We signed up for the executive membership. We both got our coupons. We both got our pretzels. We bonded a little bit. It was insane because the Costco is right across the street from the arena where the Canucks were playing, so the cafeteria was a damn madhouse. Also, it's a pretty anecdote-rich afternoon for us because we also had tickets to see the Red Wings at the Canucks last night, and by the time we got to the Costco, it's 5:30. The game starts at 7. We spent an hour in the Costco buying stuff. We got to go home. We're going to make it back for the game, but it'll be late. I said, you know what? I'm a little tired. Why don't we just say those tickets for tonight, it's a sunk cost. I don't really feel like I need to go to the game. It's okay. Like, we'll just call this. We'll just take the L on this one. I got home, turned it on TV. 6-1. 6-1 Detroit versus Vancouver. I'm glad I didn't screw up my nighttime routine in order to rush down and see that one. It was honestly one of the smartest decisions I've made this year so far. I thought they were due. I thought they were due too, honestly. But just, I don't know, something. I literally, when I was in the Costco and I was getting 30 pouches of BioSteel hydration powder, and I was getting, my baby loved croissants. I said, let's get some croissants. You imagine. You know what it felt like? I have to imagine. You ever hear the anecdote? This is going to be a little spicy, I'm sure. You ever hear the anecdote of Mikhail Gorbachev going to the United States of America in the 1980s? And they took him to like a Wegmans or something to see all the food. And he was like, okay, guys, I get that you made like a special grocery store full of all this food so that you would like impress me, but show me your real grocery store. Show me where the real people shop. And they were like, Gorbachev, this is just a Wegmans, man. There's like another grocery store just across the parking lot that looks exactly the same. And then he like broke down in tears, and that's when he started perestroika. And you know, the Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall, etc., etc. That's how I felt when my ass was paying $7 for like 300 grams of hummus at my local grocery store. And then I look at Costco, and I'm like, oh my God, the hummus here is only $5.99. It's $1 cheaper. And then I pick up the hummus, and it's fucking 2 hummuses, dude! It's twice as much hummus for $1 less. I want to cry thinking about all the money I've thrown away buying hummus over the past 6 months when I could have been buying the hummus at Costco and getting 2% cash back. Anyway, that's about all I got. Is it a lot of hummus? Yeah, but I'll eat it, man. Also, anyone here Vancouver pilled? I had lunch at a place that I've been meaning to go to for a while. It's been getting some buzz. It's called Super Baba. I would describe it as Mediterranean cuisine, Lebanese cuisine. Fantastic. Enjoyed myself greatly. I said, hey, can I have a falafel bowl with 1 extra falafel ball? Also, I'll take 1 pita for a slight upcharge. They said, sure, here's your bill. Paid it. They said, number 41. I'm like, that's not my food. That's a wrap. They said, no, this is your food. I said, okay. They passed it to me. I ordered a bowl. They gave me a wrap. And you know what? I wasn't even mad because the wrap was delicious. It did make the extra pita seem a little bit like overkill, though. After I ate like a pita stuffed with stuff I didn't really want to eat, like a whole other pita, but I did anyway. I was quite full. And Peloton, I mean, it was a simple one today. Today's interval work, 30-minute Ali Love Tabata class, 20 seconds on, 300 watts, 10 seconds off, just trying to recover your breath. Then followed by a 20-minute Emma Lovewell intervals ride. Sorry, got a little bit of BioSteel stuck in the throat. That's it. The end. Man, what did I get at Costco, though? Whew. Whew. Oh, man. Oh. Big box of croissants, 2 hummuses, 3-pack of rosemary ham deli meat, 30 satchels of BioSteel hydration powder, 1.34 kilograms peanut butter pretzels, 8 pairs of socks for $14.99 Canadian. I didn't know it was possible to manufacture and sell socks at this price. I'm living the dream, man. Like a pound of beef jerky. I was starting to think about this. Don't say thank you, child labor. I don't know, bro. It's Kirkland's signature. They probably got like senior citizens making $33 an hour making those socks. Probably, if I had to guess. At that price point, it's honest question is how much of the fact that Costco's cheaper, relatively cheaper at least, how much is subsidized by people who buy memberships, forget they have them, and never use them? Is it like credit card reward points and stuff? Where like the reason you can get 2% cash back is because somebody out there is paying 17% interest annually? Their money is mostly made from memberships? That's kind of crazy. Memberships don't make them much money. That's kind of crazy. That's too diametrically... those two things cannot be true at the same time. Membership is almost all of their profit. They make about 2% per year, and those 2% are almost entirely memberships. But then on the executive membership, they pay 2% cash back. And then if you get the MasterCard, it's 3% cash back at restaurants, 2% cash back at Costco.ca, and 1% cash back everywhere. How do they make it work? And then the hot dog's like $1.59. It doesn't make any sense. There's no way they're not losing money on the hot dogs. I mean, that's got to be a loss leader. $1.59 Canadian for a huge hot dog and a fountain drink. I get this soda's like, 1 cent per liter or whatever, but still. What the hell is this most recent poll? Will NL be late? Okay. How many wins will we get? Also, I forgot. So I shopped at Costco with my parents when I was like a adolescent. And then I went for like 6 months in 2015. I forgot the checkout process where you like put your cart on one side and then they have a cashier, but then they also have like a cart steward that takes your cart and loads the stuff into the cart. My kid freaked out. It's like she was sitting in the baby seat in the shopping cart and I put her like next to the conveyor belt and then just some dude came over and like with a smile on his face grabbed the cart and was like, time for a roller coaster ride, and then just dragged her like over to the other side of the conveyor belt. She was just like, her face turned beet red and she was just like, daddy, 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 daddy. Anyway, she got over it. And I'll be like, how about like, I'm not going to be an illegal alien. How about like a lazy alien? Like literally back in my day, aliens used to have like saucer-shaped UFOs. And now they're literally just floating balloons over like the Great Lakes. Get over it. Like, come on. Even the aliens don't want to work these days. Kind of hate this. Moth is the most likely unit, in my opinion, to stick around. So I'm going to broccoli the moth. And then I'm going to move my moth up to position 2. And we're going to move you over here. And why would we do this? I'm counterpicking. It's like my opponents just took Slardar in the draft. So I'm taking Bounty Hunter because I need to have some true sight when Slardar goes invis, okay? You're so freaking lucky. Never mind, we drew. It's actually the opposite. You know, you gotta hand it to me, though. The fact that I was even close on that one is kind of impressive. It's been I was trying to think of how you counterpick in Dota, because I haven't played it in 9 years. But anyway, at this point, you should have a melon. Melon. Sorry. Anybody like Lord of the Rings? You ever heard of this movie, Lord of the Rings? Inspiring. Oh, dude, we killed the turkey. Maybe this is a weekly where you want to kill a turkey. Inspiring. This geriatric wizard solved a puzzle that none of the hobbits could solve. I'm picturing like a like a Now This Facebook video. Upon entering the mines of Moria on a quest to throw one ring into the Mount Doom in Mordor, the hobbits and the rest of the fellowship unfortunately came across a locked stone door. Image of Frodo. Try as they might, they couldn't solve the puzzle. It was a simple riddle that said, speak friend and enter. Picture of Gandalf. In an unlikely turn of events, a 900-year-old wizard who happened to know Elvish said... anyway, Frodo solved it, though? Wait a minute. Is that true? I haven't seen them in... I was going to say a while, but it's actually only been like 2 years. He does say Gandalf, what's the Elvish word for friend? You're sure that wasn't Ian McKellen talking to himself? Frodo solves it. Gandalf's just the one who turned in the assignment. Okay. Are you saying Gandalf did the dub? Okay, it's a 10-piece. It's like the easiest win of my entire life. That's a pretty good start. How much stock do I put in Google reviews? For restaurants, I actually put like a lot of stock into Google reviews. But like, we've discussed this before. I think there's like essentially there's like a watershed. If something has like a 4.4 out of 5 on Google reviews and something has a 4.7, I don't necessarily assume the 4.7 is better than the 4.4. I think those are both in the... They're nominated for Best Picture, right? You gotta watch the movies and evaluate it like on your own merits at that point. But if something on Google reviews is like under Under a 4, I'm like, this is probably going to be a mixed experience, even if it's like 3.9. If you get under 3.5, something is wrong at the restaurant. Like, especially like a fast food restaurant at 3.5 or under. I understand it. You know, like if you look at no Subway in Vancouver is going to have like a 4. They're all going to be like 3.5. And part of it is because the food is not very good. And the other half is that a lot of the people who would be like, I'm going to review a Subway on Google are fucking crazy. They're insane. There are a lot of one-star reviews that are basically like the staff is conspiring to ruin my life, okay? Sometimes if you have a sit-down restaurant that's like a 3.5 or under, I will not go there. I won't give it a chance. If 1,000 people said this restaurant is not good, really, it's like at best it's like acceptable. You owe it to yourself, I think, to take a look around. I definitely put more stock into a Google reviews than I do to something like, okay, this is what I was looking for. Thank you. I put more stock into like Google reviews than I do into like, well, DoorDash, I feel like just lies to you. Like there's a lot of restaurants that I look at DoorDash and it'll be like, this is a Vancouverite's favorite Thai restaurant. And I'm like, that place is terrible. This is just, you're just trying to get me to buy more food, which I get is your business, but still. But, what is it? Not just Yelp, but there's another one. I don't put much stock in the reviews from those websites because I feel like the people that go out to like a $12 sit down restaurant and then write 5-paragraph essays about how good it is cannot be trusted. Those are not the that I would, if I was spending, if it was a nice celebratory dinner or something like that, and I was spending a lot of money on a meal, then I would love to read an essay about the ambiance and the service and the tempo and the drink list and are the cocktails nice and how are the specials. But whenever it's like, you know, it's like a $9 fish sandwich or something like that, and it's like ambiance 3 out of 10. Well, it was a truck on the side of the road, so like that. I find those reviews a little self-important. That's why I like Google, because on Google it's like it's the true town square. You get some people who are like, I have my PhD in molecular gastronomy and here's my thoughts. And then you have some people who are like, I walked in and was belligerent to the staff and they told me to get out, 1 star. You really find some pearls of genius in the wisdom of crowds. I mean, sure, it'd be Salty Balls. That's a classic. Tasty Balls. That's a good one. Anyone else own Chef Aid on CD? Or just me? What is Chef Aid? It's the South Park CD from like the year 1999. What, you don't like music? I'm sure I've told the story many times. I was never a Halloween enjoyer. My parents and I struck up a bargain. At age 10, I decided not to go trick-or-treating anymore. I lived also in a neighborhood where trick-or-treating sucked, just to be fair. I already never really liked wearing a costume. I wish you could just trick-or-treat in like comfortable clothes. But then on top of that, like I lived deep in the rural areas. So I had to like get in my costume, get in the passenger seat of my dad's car, and then like drive half an hour to like a neighborhood where I didn't even live and trick-or-treat. Or alternatively, but your dad drives you to like a house. You walk up a 1 kilometer long driveway. Your reward is a fun-sized bag of regular Ruffles. Walk a kilometer back down their driveway, get in the passenger seat, drive 5 minutes to the next house and like do the same thing. Like it sucked pretty bad. My parents made me a bargain. They said, hey, if you don't trick or treat this year, because it saves them a night, right? And a little money. If you don't trick or treat this year, we'll buy you a CD. I said, oh, hell yeah, brother. Can I get Chef Aid? It has some of my favorite songs. Cartman singing Come Sail Away by Styx. Isaac Hayes singing "Suck on My Chocolate Salty Balls." It had Rancid on it. It had Ween on it. I remember that. Which Kidz Bop album went the hardest? I do hear some Kidz Bop in the car sometimes, cause like it'll come on after Pink Fong or Baby Shark, Dinosaur Stomp. So I definitely the worst Kidz Bop song I hear a lot is Believer by Imagine Dragons, which is just not a song that needs to be sung by children or adults, but at least like you kind of buy that the adult has been through something that allows them they can they can sing about trauma because they're like an adult. They've probably been through some shit. But when it's just a bunch of like little kids, you make me a believer. I'm like, what is this song about? How like songs to listen to while you're studying for like your standardized math test in 5th grade? I don't understand. But then Party in the USA, Kidz Bop, kind of goes hard. I mean, it goes exactly as hard as the original, honestly. Because, I mean, the original was sung by someone who was probably 19 years old when they sang it to begin with. So I guess it's not too surprising. She was 16 when she sang that song. You're probably right. It just doesn't seem right to me because I have to feel like Miley Cyrus and I are like the same age. So I'm pretty sure Party in the USA came out when I was like 20. There's no way she was 16 when the song came out because she would be on Kidz Bop. Excuse me. Hey Bixby. Okay, you know what? The math lines up. She's 30. She's 4 years younger than you. I just assumed now we're the same age. Back then we were not the same age. 30, 34, same age. 2016, not the same age. Not a great year either, now that I think about it. First off, I do use Bixby. Secondly, you're not wrong to make fun of Bixby. I've been watching this Korean show on Netflix with Kate. It's called The Glory. It's actually, I have some positive things to say about some Korean TV shows and some negative things to say. The Glory is actually a good Korean show on Netflix. Not every episode ends with, cherry blossoms falling and ballads and stuff like that. There's actually, I think it's pretty solid. But one of the villains legitimately says, "Hey Bixby," at one point during an episode, and even me as a Samsung Galaxy user, I'm like, come on, man. You really expect me to believe this guy's using Bixby? I know Samsung is very popular in Korea, but even still, I'm like, how much did they pay for that spot? I don't even want to know. Dude, it is crazy that the state of like physical media has changed so much. The mall in my hometown used to have 2 dedicated music stores. It had an HMV, it had a Sunrise Records. Then it had a Zellers that had an electronics section that also sold CDs. It had a Sears that had an electronics section that also sold CDs. That shit is insane. There were like 4 places you could buy albums in this one mall. In the mall, people from Kingston are going to be like, actually, it's not a small mall. I'll have you know, it's the largest mall between Ottawa and Toronto. So if you were doing a tour of Eastern Ontario and you were stopping at the 3 biggest malls, it would be one of the stops, okay? It would be one of the stops. You going to finish that thought about the mall? The thought is finished. Nowadays in the mall, there is not 4 stores where you can buy a CD. There are 0 stores where you can buy a CD. Zellers went out of business, Sears went out of business, and both of the... Well, now that I think about it, HMV might still exist, but the last time I was in there was like 37 years ago, and all they were doing was selling T-shirts and Funko Pops. I don't think you can buy music anywhere in the mall anymore. All the Queen students going nuts over the Kingston references. Oh, man. Queen students really be like, no, let's not go to the Brass tonight. I want to mix it up. Let's walk slightly further and go to an exact same pub called the Merchant. Bro, I'm sick of buying $17 Rickard's Red pitchers at the Brass. Let's go buy $18 Rickard's Red pitchers at the Toucan instead. Kingston's like a really good city to like live in as a student. There's lots of bars that are all exactly the same. They do say that. They do. That's true. There is a good record store in Kingston. I don't know if it's still around, but Brian's Record Option. But then they did the fucking... we're getting too Kingston pilled here. I don't even live there. They did the fucking Big Dig down on like Princess and Division, and then the construction ruined all the businesses around there, and then they hit the water main or whatever, and then it flooded all the businesses down there. All I need to know is El Asador still there? Can you still get like the best bean burrito in the city? Come on. It's not there anymore either? It closed down too? What the hell, dude? There's probably some positives though. Like my parents who still, okay, you have to go Hippo. My parents who live in Kingston told me that they're getting a huge influx of like Korean restaurants. There used to be like one Korean restaurant when I lived in Kingston. Now they're like, we don't want to brag, but there's like 3 Korean restaurants. Just, it's an improvement, don't get me wrong. I don't know if we're going Big Moth on this one. Hippo we care about though. Korean barbecue on Portsmouth? Yeah, I know, dude. I mean, this is way too local. But imagine the look on my face as a lifelong Kingston resident. Can you stop? When Aunt Lucy's got replaced by a Korean barbecue restaurant. Aunt Lucy's was the restaurant in Kingston that catered to senior citizens who eat dinner at like 4:15 p.m. It got replaced by a Korean barbecue restaurant. I was like, this is crazy, man. Bubba's on Princess changed its name to Mr. Poutine to appeal to DoorDash. Dude, what the? Bubba's is an institution. It doesn't need to placate the DoorDash crowd. It's got the bar crowd. How could they? The one on King's still the same? Okay, well, listen, as long as the one on King Street's still the same. Anyway, we should probably stop talking about my hometown of 130,000 people. Sir John Ace Bar is gone too? What about the Iron Duke? Is the Iron Duke still around? Yep. Okay, Iron Duke. That opened in like my 3rd year of university. That was a great pub, at least by Kingston standards for sure. It did not burn down, okay? Probably. Not Kingston upon Thames. That's where Shakespeare was born, I think. Kingston Airport shut down. I don't buy that. But I will say, when I went to visit my parents, we used to fly into the Kingston Airport. I had no idea that this thing was still in the game. They still make foxes? Dude, in a perfect spot for a crocodile. We used to fly into the Kingston Airport, and then, like, we just had one too many times where our flights got delayed because if there's even, like, a stiff breeze, they just cancel all flights. Now we just fly into, like, Ottawa and, take like a bus down. Or sometimes they come and pick us up. Like Enterprise. Don't talk to me about the Kingston Brewing Company. Although I will say, I've got, wow, a Doberman. I've got nothing against the Kingston Brewing Company. I would say it's an embodiment of how much brewing culture has changed. That was like the only place to get homebrewed beer in a college town 13 years ago. Nowadays, there's probably like, every block has 3 microbreweries, one of which is any good. Back in the day, it was just, you'd be like, oh my God, can I get an order of pretzels? And also, they have their own lager. You ever get thrown in the student drunk tank? That didn't exist when I was there. But I definitely was there during like a height of well, I guess you'd call it a trough instead in terms of town gown relations. Kingston residents hated students. And as a student, that was not lost on me. I completely understood. I was like, you know, I was kind of straddling the line because I'm also from the area to begin with, but I was like, I can understand why people that live on Aberdeen Street and have lived there for like 57 years probably hate Queen students who are literally drunk every single night and just like throwing glass bottles and smashing them on their driveway and stuff like that. Sounds rad. Well, like when you're 19 is rad, but you know, like when you're like 29, you're like, please, my child is trying to sleep. Can you make it? That shark's gonna eat me alive. It's unless a level 3 monkey. Great name though. Not the pets. Not the asshole. My pets, my rules. Great name. The fucking thing did spat out a level 3 monkey, man. Honestly though, like, I'm not trying to glorify it. If the student drunk tank is located on campus and it consists only of students who are like way too drunk, that's got to be like a party in there, right? Shit sounds like the Hold Steady's chill out tent. Let me be like a peculiar jacket or something. It was lit. There's no booze to drink. Yeah, I know, but you, like, if you got thrown in there in the first place, you probably don't need any help, right? You're probably probably had 17 James Ready 5.5s before you even left your house north of Princess. Okay, sorry, we got way too local pilled. What the hell is a James Ready 5.5? James Ready 5.5 is a beer that's made it's sold in Ontario, and it tastes pretty bad. The main selling point about it is that normal lagers are 5% and this one's 5.5. So technically, you're getting like 10% extra beer from every beer. James Ready 5.5, definitely one of the top 8 beers to drink as a Queen's student. Number 1, I gotta say, is probably Lakeport Honey. Maybe I'm showing my age. Everyone was slamming cans of Lakeport Honey back in 2006 to 2010. I was a McClay's man personally. I found my brand and then I stuck with it. You like sours? It's not that kind of conversation right now. That's like a real beer thing. This was just, I mean, this was poison. Why is Costco Executive Member in the tags? If you weren't here for the start of the stream, you might be wondering why Costco Executive Member is one of the tags. It's because yesterday I got a Costco Executive Membership. Oh, baby. I'm not going to go through the whole song and dance where we talked about it at the start of the stream today. Suffice to say, I'm very happy. I'm very pleased with myself. Welcome to the club. What a great store. You know what, too? When we bought the membership, the lady, she basically welcomed us with open arms. She handed us a pamphlet and was like, look at all this stuff that you can get at Costco. And I thought it was just going to be like, you know, Kirkland signature long sleeve or 3/4 length shirts or something like that. 3/4 zip ups, right? You know what she told us? She said you can get term life insurance here. You can actually get home insurance at Costco. We were walking around the store. I got an optometrist appointment in like 3 weeks or something like that. I'm not buying glasses at the optometrist. My ass is taking the prescription that they give me. I'm running it down to Kirkland. I'm getting some Kirkland signature glasses. Hopefully, it's been almost 2 years of these glasses where the frames are so big, it looks like I don't have eyebrows. I hope you're ready for me to get my eyebrows back. I'll be unstoppable. They got a pharmacy in there. You can buy vacations from Costco, and with the executive membership, 2% cash back up to a maximum of $1,000 a year. But still, I mean, I don't think we're spending 50 grand a year at Costco to hit that limit to begin with. That would be, I don't know, we'd probably have to have an intervention or something like that. Also, when I was reading the Costco magazine, I swear to God, there was a helmet in there that shoots lasers at your scalp to reverse male pattern baldness. Now, I don't know if it works, but the inventor did apparently win a Hollywood Beauty Award. And that's got to count for something, right? I should give it a try. I think it's probably good to wear a helmet that shoots lasers at your scalp. It seems like, in the interview, he said the only people who shouldn't use it are people with skin cancer and pregnant women. And I was like, that sounds like, it sounds safe to me. If you are pregnant, please do not wear the laser helmet. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, do we have Costco in Canada? Yeah, we got a couple. Actually, we probably have like, I imagine there's like 100 Costcos in Canada. There's two, well, there's one in Vancouver, and then there's one that's like right on the edge of Vancouver. It's technically in Burnaby. Normally I'd be, if someone was like, I'm from Vancouver, I'd be like, shut up. You know, you live on Boundary Road. Your ass is a Burnabarian. But Costco, I'm willing to welcome Costco into the city proper. I'm willing to say that Costco is part of Vancouver. That second one that's out on, literally like 3 blocks past Boundary Road. Anyway. So I'm in danger perhaps of getting too local pilled again. I'd like to apologize for that. There's also one in Richmond. Yeah, I don't see myself going into that parking lot. I've been to the Richmond IKEA a few times. That is like enough for me to be like, if I have the opportunity to shop at a store in Burnaby or in Richmond, as a Vancouverite, I would do the Burnaby one for sure. You ever been to the Richmond night market? I have been. One of the all-time great places to buy a fake Hello Kitty phone case and wait in line for 97 minutes to get a tornado potato. And also catch every infectious disease on the planet because the entire city is there every night in the weekend. Or a beaver tail? Now hold up. I didn't know they had beaver tails there. What? Stream Sniper? They're using my exact build against me? I'm on 1 life. I think it's fair to say I might not be that focused today. Is there no Walmart in Canada? Oh, we got Walmarts, brother. Yeah, guys. There's motorcycles. Should have bought this first. And a lot of other stuff, too. My Walmart story, and again, listen, I'm just gonna say it, like, stores in Vancouver are like, well, let me put it this way. Boutique stores in Vancouver are really nice. Like, if you're looking to pay like $3,700 for a single chair or something like that, you can go to some of the most aesthetically pleasing showrooms in the country here, for sure. But like, big box chain stores in Vancouver is like, you can't have shit in Vancouver. They're all like, it looks like a zombie apocalypse hit like every single one of them. So when Walmart opened up in Kingston, in my hometown, I was like, holy cow, this store is so nice. Look at this, wide aisles, open hearts, can't lose, shopping carts where like all 4 wheels actually work. This is like a luxury shopping experience. Then like 3 months ago, after I got my daughter her COVID vaccine, we were just killing time. So I was like, oh, there's a Walmart in this mall. I walked into the Walmart and I was like, what the hell happened here? It was like a tornado went through the inside of it. Like, shelves were tipped over. There were like empty beer cans just sitting on displays and stuff like that. Like, people were drinking inside of the Walmart and just leaving their cans around. It was honestly like it was not a pleasant store to be in the slightest. And then this is when I was like heavily apple pilled. Let me be like a shiny bone. And I bought like a 3-pound bag of Royal Gala apples. And then I opened it up and the apples were like literally the size of like tangerines. It was like I don't know if they picked them off of the tree before they were fully ripe or something like that, but they were like, every apple was twice the size of your average grape. It was like, something was wrong, man. Like, all this shit in the aisles. If you walk down, like, the vacuum aisle, like, 99% of the vacuums are opened already. I don't know if people just like the employees used it to like clean up a mess or something like that. I will say though, and I'm not necessarily super like anti Walmart. I'm just observing. But they said, did you bring your own bags? And I said no, and they gave me a free reusable bag. So that's a luxury in the modern world for sure. I think they broke the civic law for me. But then the other thing I'll say is that the reusable bag that they gave me was so flimsy that I think if you took it outside in the rain, it would dissolve. Like, I think it might be made of like reconstituted tapioca sugar or something like that. Like it was thinner than the disposable swim trunks I got when I got a massage on the cruise ship. Can I tell you I had like one of the most embarrassing moments of my life yesterday? Sorry to get local pilled again, but anyone who lives in Vancouver, I will destroy egg. Okay. When? Anyone who lives in Vancouver or the surrounding area will tell you it was very windy yesterday. It was like extremely windy. I was walking home from my doctor's appointment, and I came to a four-way stop. A truck got to the stop before me as a pedestrian got to a stop. So I was going to wait for the truck, okay? But then a person walking the other way across the truck, they took their impetus. So I said, okay, I'm going to consolidate the walking so everybody can move efficiently, and I'm going to jog so that we both pass through the intersection at the same time and the traffic is not doubly impeded. As I jogged, I waved to the truck driver as if to say, I understand that I'm stepping in front of your right-of-way, and I appreciate that you're not killing me. As I did this, an enormous gust of wind blew and blew my hat off of my head, revealing my chrome dome, for one, so I'm already embarrassed. And then my hat went like skittering across the asphalt. And then I had to run back across the road and go pick up the hat and put it back on. And the whole time I was holding out my hand to the truck driver, like, please stop, don't kill me. I know you're probably looking at your cell phone right now because you think you got the right of way, but my hat fell down and I need to go get it back. And then I picked it up and put it back on my head. And then I waved to the truck driver again as if to say, thank you for not killing me. It was a 3-wave in like 5-second situation. It's very embarrassing for me as a man who is approaching middle age. You'd think that this stuff would eventually stop happening in your life, but I'm here to tell you it doesn't really. You ever think about how crazy it is? You know what I was listening to back in the day? Wave files, MP3s. Now we've moved on. We got FLAC lossless. We got OGG Vorbis. The world has changed. You used to use JPEGs. Now you used to use bitmaps. You send someone a bitmap, they will come to your house and assault you. You send someone a JPEG, they will openly mock you. JPEG? What? You don't even like a transparent background? JPEGs? Minimum, you got to be using PNGs, but some people these days are using JFIFs, JFIFs, Twitter's proprietary JPEG format, or they're using .tiffs or something like that. And yet, we're still using executables. I guess if you hit oil, stop drilling. But you'd think by now we'd be on like .exe2 or something like that. Really? I'm just surprised is all. I mean, I'm not trying to say there's anything wrong with it. I'm merely asking questions. We use MSI now? The hell is MSI? Like the magnesium sulfate index? I live, bitch. Yeah, mid-season invitationals. Isn't that YouTuber who loves to box people? Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know if he loves to box people or if it's just his job. I don't want to... You know, it might just be a vocation. I mean, we've scaled so well. Your team is low-key ass. My team is low-key probably like one of the best teams to ever play this game. So you can bite your tongue. And look at this. Probably the easiest win of my life right here. better than Big Dog Damon's team. There's the 10-piece. I knew it. Guaranteed 10-piece. This weekly has lots of ways to win, as long as you get a penguin, a monkey, and a dragonfly. Are you uncomfortable with silence, IRL? No, not at all. I learned from the best. And in this case, oh no! In this case, the best is definitely Alanis Morissette. Track 1, side 1, Jagged Little Pill. She says, why are you so petrified of silence? Here, can you handle this? Tick, 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 tick. Did you think about your bills? Your ex, your deadlines, or when you think you're gonna die, or did you long for the next distraction? I can't do the thing that she does. You know when she does like the screech voice? The conflicts, the craziness. Sing, okay, good. That's a +2. A lot of people had great minds think alike on that one. Yeah, the screech. You know, like when she goes, in You Live, You Learn, when she goes, hiya, hiya, hiya. You know that one? Maybe that's just me. I've only heard of Alanis in this stream. Dude, you should really listen to Jagged Little Pill. It's a great album. Let me put it, it's not like when someone tells you, like, oh, you gotta listen to, like, Merzbow or something like that, and like halfway through song 1 you're like, oh, is the album almost over? And you're like, no bitch, the song's 42 minutes long. Like, even if you don't like Jagged Little Pill, you're at least gonna be like entertained for a little bit. Even if you think it's bad music, it's entertaining bad music. Wasn't she in the 70s? Are you in your 70s? Oh, snap. Good one. Ageism, ageism. Yes. NL, that's ageist? Yes. Did you eat any free samples? I did, but it wasn't a great free sample. Like, I felt bad for the lady doing it, because she just had, like, a huge bag of crushed walnuts, and she was putting them into those little, like, cupcake holders. I went over, I grabbed some walnuts, but like it felt like I was stealing a little bit because I already know what walnuts taste like. It's not like I needed the ramekin to you know, jog my memory. I was basically just stealing food. And I said thank you to her as if like I even and this is true, I like pantomimed as I took one bite of the walnut while I was standing at the free sample like pulpit, and I was like, and then I walked away with the rest, and I'm like, why did I do that? She knows that I know what walnuts. It's not like they got a new recipe. But it's like that was the only free sample dais that was actually like accessible. Because whenever they're pulling shit out of like a toaster oven or an air fryer, it gets swarmed, man. It's like the last Tickle Me Elmo Christmas Eve 1998. Like, it's always like a little pizza bite or something like that. Hey, we got everything bagel pita chips. The whole thing is like, there's a 30-minute lineup. It's like the walnuts were the only thing that I could actually like fight my way up to the front. I had to pivot to Tickle Me Elmo because I forgot what the doll was. Sorry, the action figure from Jingle All the Way. But you are right. Be a pouting bagpipe. It is Turbo Man. Were the walnuts roasted? Nah, man. Not at all. Completely raw. I mean, they were fine. I don't know what you want me to say. They're just walnuts. There was no... That's why it was such a farce to begin with. Did you see the husband abandon his wife in the Costco? I didn't. And I'm loath to say this, because who knows if maybe this will be me someday. But I was literally like it felt like being at a carnival to be at Costco. I was like, holy shit. 5-pack of Smart Sweets, a bag that consists of 35 bags of veggie straws. Like, this is amazing. This is a flat screen TV, antibiotics. Like, I can get anything here. But everybody in the Costco was looking so sad and stressed out. They were all like, ugh. Like, I just can't imagine not having a smile on your face when you're in Costco. If you're going to have a smile on your face when you're in any store, it should be Costco. It's like an adult theme park. Just wait 2 more visits. Well, I should say, like, this is my first visit in a while, so there's definitely like some novelty. But it was fucking busy last night. It was busy. It wears off. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna wear off for me. Like, I respect you. I think you're probably telling your truth. I just think if I was there, it wouldn't go down like that. I think I'll always be happy to be in Costco. At least, let me put it this way. It won't be Costco's fault if I'm not happy. It'll be like something else will be going on in my day. And then I'll just happen to be at Costco while I'm like pre-tilted from something else. And then I'll be at Costco like with a scowl or something like that. But certainly on its own merits, I don't think so. I think I'm so pro Costco right now, I can't even fathom it. Dude, because of the onion, I couldn't sleep well? Was it because of the onion, Kate? Or is it possible that it was because you were too jazzed over being told you were the MVP in League of Legends? And then watching clips of yourself getting 3 ganks mid after you sniped the rune from them?
You need to show yourself, whoever you are.
Come on. Too hyped to sleep, maybe? I will say, like, and people were apparently, I was out when this happened. My wife hit a subscriber goal to eat an onion like an apple, or at least like to take a bite out of one. And people were like, it's not that bad. I'm telling you, the onion that she ate was like not a typical onion. Like it was those onions had been sitting in the pantry for like maybe 6 weeks. They were not rotten, but they get like more concentrated over time. Like as soon as I walked into the house, there wasn't like a vague hint of onion. It was like, it smells like an onion. Like it reeks of onion in this house. Am I welcome here? What is this? It's nothing. That's glass? You ever think about how lucky we are, like as a society, that glass was invented? Like, how would we drive our cars if there was no glass? We just put like saran wrap over the window? Yo, dude, it's Salt Bay. Can I get like a $700 cheeseburger? And then, what do you got for me on the stock market? Ooh, oh, a mere 1/9 of my net worth increase. A mere 12.25% of my net worth increased. I don't even get out of bed for that. That's how people were actually talking. I would say around January 2021. Pretty good day on the stock market. I increased my net worth by a factor of a 1/5. Where are they now? Concierge at the Four Seasons on the Cayman Islands, probably. You know what would be cool? What about a farmer's market, but they sell stocks? You think that could... This is the kind of shit they probably throw out on like Thursday afternoon in the SNL writer's room. They're like, we got to fill 18 more minutes. What about a... What if they made a farmer's market for stocks? You come over here. Dude, if you come over here, it's over for you. Because am I allowed in here? In the bathroom? Am I allowed to go pee? I am allowed to go pee. Okay, well, dude, then you just stall them. I know this map like the back of my freaking hand right now. Now, I gotta admit, it'd be a hell of a shot. Crime noticed. Hang on. Don't panic. This is why we have costumes. Is he puking? Please conceal the gun. Please conceal the gun in your briefcase. Thank you so much. Okay, so that it did not go well, but there is a flip side. And the flip side is that they don't know it was me. Apparently, he also did not get hit. So let's think about how we're going to kill him. We're probably just going to walk up behind him with a scalpel. It was 80 meters too high. Literally every time I pull out the gun, 10 people in chat say the bullet drop is way more than you'd expect. This would be a great time to have like an explosive. Yeah, do you have a dart stuck in you? Dude, he does! I'm so vindicated! What do you mean I shot 80 meters above him? It hit him in the freaking brainstem, dude! This is the greatest shot in Hitman history. I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. He's in the damn crowd. You know what? I want to remember this moment. New Mario trailer looks good. My insane take that's actually completely sensible is that I think that the Mario movie is actually going to be really good. What I don't think it'll necessarily be good for is like 34-year-olds like me who want to see like a completely authentic version of like their own ideal Mario on the screen. But I think that it'll, for general audiences, I think it'll go crazy. That's my take, at least. Coldest take ever? I think if you ask like Apollo, what do you think about the Mario movie? He would probably say it's a betrayal on levels never before seen. Okay, listen, you got no glasses. You're not a suspect. Glasses? You're supposed to have no hair? Oh no, he's here! Whoa, punished, punished, never lucky, punished. Oh no. Sorry, I didn't see the message. I did see that it said something about Chris Pratt. I also do not think, I'm not a Chris Pratt guy. I think he's good as Star-Lord. And then, like, everything else I've seen him in, he has just been Guy. He's like, he lends no personality to the role. The personality is just like, you know, is like default character creator. When you look into a mirror in a Bethesda game, like, he's what you see before you actually add your own personality into it. He's not even out the house yet. They suck at running? You know, no, okay, wait, he's lost, he's lost. This could be our dream. If the other target is it, we lose, and that's okay. Put away your gun. Take the bullets out your gun. I can't even get in through the frickin' door. I'm still in. He's stuck, dude. Are you in the attic? Where? Dude, he's stuck in the attic. That's so funny. Where's this camera? Holy cow. You want to talk about some good luck? I mean, I'm going to release him. And then I'm going to very quickly take out my tranquilizer gun. I guess I'm just going to climb up. Oh, they're on the roof. The roof is not accessible? I guess I'm gonna go to the other house and like shoot him off the top. This is so funny. Or like the backyard or something. I can't see him, man. I got no vision. Whoa! They're invisible? He's in the walls? Use your Hitman vision? I mean, I don't know. You guys ever read House of Leaves? No? So, if you had, this reference would have gone crazy. What's going on in here?
Someone help me out. Wait a minute, that's the guy.
Oh, fuck. Not good. They didn't even do anything. Might be able to buy a sniper rifle from the trader to penetrate the wall. Okay, you know what? I never would have thought of that. The music is so good. I gotta like clear the house though, because they know my name. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, it has to be done. Did they just open the garage? It says they're on this level. All right. I mean, there is... Pull out this baseball real quick. Turns out you cannot throw it further than you can throw a duck. I'm a little skeptical that a silenced SMG can shoot through the roof to that extent, but I could be wrong. Oh, dude, they're so... It's an adamantium roof. That one's not silenced.
I understand.
I mean, what are they gonna do though? What the fuck? Good luck. I mean, I like my position on this one. This is my spot right here. I'm patiently waiting. We've alerted the lookout, unfortunately.
The leader is eliminated, sending a clear message.
Oh, baby. And you thought I was screwed. Alright. I honestly think we should kill all the guards. And then just walk out as safely as possible. Like, I think just trying to leave is stupid. Because we could get killed. Right now, we can't be killed. Just hop out the window? My disguise is heavily sus, though. We can wait for, like, a little break in the guards, if there is one. And then we could steal one of their outfits, climb up the ladder, and then go out through the window. That's my current strat. Disguise is not compromised. I'm just not willing to take a chance right now, honestly. Like, we put a lot into this mission. We put a lot into this campaign so far. Do you hear all the steps down there? You freaking liars, by the way. Why did I listen? Why did I listen, dude? Why did I listen? Every time! After everything we've been through. It was definitely not one guy, though. There were like 1,000 people, and they were all condescending. They were like, you've literally killed all the witnesses. Your outfit doesn't even say compromised. You're going to get shot through the wood and killed. I managed to ignore 1,000 messages that said, throw an explosive baseball inside of the attic. So that took as much self-control as I've ever used in my entire life to do anything. It just sucks to have to learn the lesson again. I gotta remind myself that when people put like lol or lull after their message, it actually means that they're not to be trusted even more. Because in my head, when someone says like, you know, just make a left turn, lol, I'm like, oh, they must be an expert because they're like so annoyed by my care and consideration that they think I should just go faster. Like, there's no reason to worry. But actually, the type of people who type lol in Twitch chat are like, they're the peak of the Dunning-Kruger effect. It's like they don't know that they don't know anything. You mean the Valley of Dunning-Kruger? I can't tell if that's just the best joke ever made, or... Excuse me.
Hey there, guard.
I did.
Is he coming around?
Sir, sir. Final warning, and I'll be pulling my gun on you.
What's the problem?
Hey you, whatever it is you think you are, there is no way in hell I'm buying
Area
that.
is all clear.
Hurt me a lot.
The perp's ass. Come on. Shoot
What the hell just happened? That dude teleported up the stairs and disarmed him. Okay, not a good start. How do we get out of this one? I think it's simple enough.
Yeah, well, the timing is
We
just terrible.
take out an SMG, shoot the camera.
Jesus. Someone please help me.
Hide,
There's something bad going on over there. Can you
subdue them, knock them out. Next step. Next step, next step, next step, next step, next step. I need your outfit, I need your outfit.
Syndicate member eliminated.
Easiest kill of my life.
Return to the staircase. Collect yourself. I'll be in touch.
Come on in, motherfuckers. There's no sign of him anywhere. He's a fucking ghost. That was amazing. I'm kind of good at this game.
I'm gonna be rich. Get the hell out of here. I got this
Squeak.
and it says I can make a lot of money.
Okay. Now, listen, that's our dose of chaos. It's a nice... I know everybody likes it when the missions go a little crazy in Hitman. Well, there you go. Now, from this point on, silent assassin the whole way. Auto pistolier, that's me. We got it out of our system. We'll rebuild our momentum. I'm so glad you don't think through anything. What the? I had like 11 amazing missions in a row on the last campaign. And then a couple of ones and zeros got in my way. All of a sudden, I'm an idiot. This is a new campaign. We did lose our last campaign. All I'm going to say is it was a crazy loss. Couple things. I will never pick up a car battery ever again as long as I live. And also, I will never... If I have a plan that works, but it's going to take a while, I'm going to stick with that plan rather than be gaslit by chat. I'm not blaming chat. I'm blaming myself for listening to chat. There's a subtle difference. My therapist told me. It puts control back in my hands instead of the hands of other people who I can't control.
Be careful.
The reverse... Who is... Okay, it looks silenced, but it's not silenced. But still, it's nice. It's nice to hold. It is. Listen, you motherfuckers. It's not silenced. It doesn't have a shh. It doesn't have a shh on it. Okay, I gotta be honest. It sounds silenced. Why does it not have a shh on it then? There's a suppressor on it? Yeah, but it doesn't have the shh icon. And in Hitman, you need like a shh icon in order to be confident of it. It's a known bug. Listen, either way, we're putting it down for now. Maybe we'll need it, maybe we won't. I guess I'd rather have Miami be my syndicate mission. Miami and New York are probably both okay as syndicate missions. Eliminate guards with a shotgun, take no damage. Do I have an epic silenced pistol? Not silenced. Oh, yes it is. Shut up, you were right one time. These are both rare, right? No, rare and common, okay. I think I gotta wipe them both. Just to make my life a little easier, because this will be a great room to get the kill on. You know, I bet there's like an ice maker in here or something. No, I forgot they don't make ice in Japan. They grow it there? Yeah, in America, we just use horseradish. Sorry about your freezer, that looked expensive. Mission payout of 4,100. Oh, it is really tempting, but... Discipline. I should have checked the supplier, but I'm like... Once I got... You know, it's like Robert De Niro in Heat, you know? You never get so attached to something that you can't leave in 30 seconds when you feel the heat on your back. It's like Robert De Niro says, it's like Al Pacino says in Heat, because she's got a great ass and your head was all the way up it. You can come in my house. You can sit on my sofa. You can frick my wife. You can eat my Oberto, Jack Link's teriyaki beef jerky. You can drink my sparkling waters. But you do not get to use my frickin' Netflix account on my home network. You do not get to set your condo to be my Netflix account's home network. So I'm still trying to figure it out. You think there's a... You know how they have a modern Seinfeld account? You think they could have a modern Heat account?
Good work back there. The Syndicate took a
Because she's got a huge cake.
to get done. Recuperate and prepare for your next.
She's got a dead ass. There's a good bit somewhere there. You got it. That's why you workshop it, you know? It doesn't just come off the top of the dome. They really want me to go hard here. Never commit to a bit that you can't bail on in 30 seconds or less. Who do you think Megan is training? So I think you're talking about Megan Trainor. But I like to think that your theory is that in Megan 2, she's like training another robot. I've already told you that for me, Megan 1 is about one Megan. In Megan 2, the source code gets leaked. And then there's like an army of Megans. And then at the end of Megan 2, we see like a package arrive in North Korea. And then like somebody in full North Korean military garb opens up the package and it's a Megan. And then Megan 3 is like a full-on war between like the NATO countries and the North Korean army, which now consists exclusively of Megans. Another way you could possibly do it, okay, Megan 1, it went the same way that it did. Megan 2, Megan's source code comes out, like it leaks, but then it gets into, like Ghost in the Shell style, it breaks into the network, like Ghost Rider, and it starts overwriting the code of other toys. So like now Tickle Me Elmos are turning homicidal, and like Furbies and stuff like that, and Kindle e-readers. And then if they make a third movie, it could be like the humanity against the Megan superintelligence. But I don't know. I kind of like the John Wick style. The John Wick style one a little more. But you could have some great kills with Megan taking over the network. You're right. Like if Megan took over my Peloton, they could show me clipping my feet into the pedals, and then the wheels just keep spinning faster. Oh! Samuel, stop! And then like my legs disconnect from my pelvis or something like that, and then just like you see my legs just by themselves pedaling, even though like I've fallen off the bike or something like that. That could be a great moment, man. That could be oh man, that could Blumhouse. You can have that one for free. Honestly, I would just love to see that finally brought to the silver screen. Whew. Well, obviously we'll take a legendary. Why don't you wear nice shirts on stream anymore? What the fuck? This is my long sleeve New Balance, dude. This is like one of the #1 shirts in the rotation for the late winter, early spring. What the hell? Just because it doesn't have a collar? That's messed up. You would say something like that to me. Let's do golf ball. There's lots of rich people here. They're more likely to fall for it.
You really shouldn't be here.
Sorry?
Get out of here before I call for help.
Okay, I'm going.
I'm getting the hell out of here. That guy needs to chill.
You did that. I literally was... And honestly, I'm sorry to do this. But I can't have you causing problems, telling people about that. Like, she could wake up and be like, there was a fucking sweet bald guy around here doing... She was just doing her job. She was sticking her nose in all the wrong places, okay? That's all you need to know about that one. She said, you better get out of here or I'm going to call the cops. I got out of there. She said, I'm getting out of here. She lied to me, and I was told not to respect liars. Was the French Dispatch any good? I don't know. I haven't seen it. But I have been thinking about seeing my first new movie of 2023. And the movie is called John Wick 4. I know a lot of people are not pro John Wick the crazier it gets. The crazier John Wick gets, the more I buy in. It's 3 hours long. Lovely. Nothing made me more confident in how good John Wick 4 is going to be than reading the Reddit movies thread where they announced that it was going to be 3 hours long, and everybody's like, I haven't seen it yet, but I would say for me, the maximum length of a John Wick movie to be good is probably like 103 minutes. I was like, this shit is going to rip for sure. It's going to be the greatest action movie ever made. I would like a new outfit. That's why I'm here. Dude, now this is a room. Okay. Here's what you do. Turn off the generator. Hide in the locker. I will be wearing a yellow hat now. Now, they probably won't like me being in the red paddock as a yellow hat user, but... Oh, wait, but I'm going to have a shotgun on my back. Nevertheless... Here, just put it here for a second. Is this back on yet? I can't remember if it was supposed to be on or it's supposed to be off, dude. This is horrendous. Was it supposed to be... Oh, I'm getting in. Genius.
Up and running.
Okay, he said up and running. I'm going to guess that means it's up and running. Wait, was it on or was it off? Okay, now... Wait, but they don't... They only hate me because I'm trespassing. We can always come back for that outfit later. Squeeb? Employees only beyond this point. I'm an employee, not of your company, but I am employed somewhere.
Look at that. It's a
So what was that for? I don't know. I just needed something to do. I needed... Movie to movie. We're going from casino to the proposal. I definitely feel like you can go through Keanu here. Because Keanu and Sandra have been in a lot of movies together. I'm trying to think of this. Give me a second here. Ryan Reynolds as well. He's probably been in like some 3 out of 10 movie with Robert De Niro, if I had to guess. Joe Pesci. I feel like there might be like a Pesci to Tomei to Bullock type situation in here, but I don't know what it is. I'm trying to think. Sandra Bullock seems like the easiest connector to me. She's been with Michael Caine, William Shatner, Benjamin Bratt in Miss Congeniality. Everybody is in Crash, now that I think about it. So if you could get like from Robert De Niro to Terrence Howard, Brendan Fraser, why does it feel like that's all there is in Crash, now that I think about it? Ryan Philippe, Thandiwa Newton. I'm just remembering how bad Crash is now. Also, what a horrible poster. It looks like the fake poster from Tropic Thunder. Jeff Portnoy, and Jeff Portnoy are the fatties. Well, let's just get started. I didn't find an easy line. Let's think here, okay? Man's name is Dick Smothers. Don Wrinkles. Okay, we're going to go De Niro. Everybody on Earth was in Amsterdam, now that I think about it. Remember, where are you trying to get? You're trying to get to either Ryan Reynolds or Sandra Bullock. You talk about a cast. Holy cow. It's even got the lady who could not stop murdering from Black Mirror. Ed Begley Jr. to Seth Rogen via Pineapple Express. I feel like I'm missing some obvious ones here. This is playing on my weakness. Current contemporary movies. Listen, I'm just going to connect through Tenet just because I like it. I think that the Tenet era is still upon us. And then I'm thinking, how do we get to Keanu here? We go Kenneth Branagh. We take Kenneth Branagh and we go all the way back to Wild Wild West. Okay, and then from Wild Wild West, we go to, I'm going to have to say you go to Salma Hayek on that one. And then why don't you take me from Salma Hayek to, oh no, he's washed. To the hitman's wife's bodyguard, to Ryan Reynolds, to the proposal. Okay. We got there not even the way we intended to, but Robert De Niro, the Joker, Zazie Beetz, Deadpool 2, Ryan Reynolds, Sandra Bullock, the proposal, of course. What were they thinking? Hang on, let me see if my wife is ready to stream. I've got to poop, so you've got some time. Alrighty. Let's check out Guess the Game. I think it's StarCraft 2. Or StarCraft 1. I'm going to say this is StarCraft. I'm going to say this is StarCraft 2. This is Halo Wars. Oh, okay. Also known as StarCraft via Halo. All right. Well, it's a pretty easy guess the game. It's hard to do extra guess the games because I'm just so good at it that people they're like, oh, you're cheating. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I've just played every indie game ever made. This is a Plague Tale. Innocence. Metacritic score of 91. That's pretty high. Silent Hill 2. This is Demon Souls. This is Dark Souls. It's an action adventure. This is Demon's Souls. This is Dark Souls 2. That's a classic. Dark Souls 2 has a 91. Yeah, we were all stupid back then. Man, I didn't realize this game looks so much like shit. I get that it's 10 years old now, but man, that looks like shit. It's good, man? No, it's fine. I've played it through many times. I would rather play Dark Souls 2 than the average game. But it's it's a cut below the rest of the Souls franchise, in my opinion. This is Far Cry 3. It's definitely a fucking Ubisoft game. This is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm a genius. I'm crazy. Just had that Ubisoft DNA all over it. It's like, look at how big this empty world is. Hey, it's not empty. There's a lot of villages with 6 houses in it and 11 guards that you can shoot bows and arrows at, and then put your own flag up on the flagpole, which then generates 6 Far Cry coin for you every 24 hours. This is Alone in the Dark, the new nightmare. Metacritic score of 92. This is Silent Hill 2. It's on the PS1. This is Metal Gear Solid 1. It's a historic shooter. This is Medal of Honor Frontline. Really? Released in 1999. Brother, I'm stumped. Is it just Medal of Honor? Oh, okay. You're right. Frontline was on the PS2. Play date 272. The hell is this? The screenshot hurts to look at. I'm going to say this is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I'm going to take that back. 87. 3 cats. I'm going to say this is Final Fantasy 15. Just has that kind of vibe for me. It's on the PlayStation 4. I skip. It's an action JRPG. I skip. Released in 2020. I don't know what it is, man. What the fuck is this? I don't know. I skip. It's just the Final Fantasy VII remake. I'm so embarrassed. I've played like 50 hours. Well, no, more than 50 hours. I probably played like 300 hours of Final Fantasy VII in my life. I've never even like looked at the remake. So I don't know what this is. I'm going to assume this is the... listen, I don't want to spoil anything for you, okay? I'm going to assume that maybe a Mako reactor blew up here, okay? Now this, I couldn't tell you. This, I also could not tell you what this is. I guess this may be the boss that you fight at some point. Maybe is this the new Midgar Zalem? Did you try to make it out of Midgar without having Sid's airship? This thing comes and eats you? I still, honestly, I'm not surprised I didn't recognize it off of this. At this point, I should have been like, this is Yuffie. And she's stolen 3 materia from you. You need to go on a special quest to get your materia back. Otherwise, she'll steal them forever. But if you get your materia back, she will also join your party. She throws a ninja star that is the size of her torso. And then this one is like, I mean, that's a gimme. They got Red 13 in this remake? You know, it's crazy with all the inflation over the past couple of years. When they make the sequel for Final Fantasy VII Remake, they're going to have to call him Red 14.3. Red 14.3. Did you hear about this one? Did you hear about this? You know, I caught a movie at the Cineplex last night. It's called Magic Mike's Last Dance. Imagine my surprise when Magic Mike's Last Dance was Gangnam Style. His last dance was Gangnam Style. Did you hear about this one? Cade, please go live, please. Play day 270. This is Chibi Robo? Park Patrol? I know this game. Something Peaks? Bro, I know this game. I know this freaking font. Puzzle game. Don't lie to me, Walt. Yeah. Unrailed. What a game, dude. Unrailed. Incredible game. Honestly, listen. Played Up is a great game. If people who loved Played Up are like, oh, people are so sick of watching Played Up, but they want to see something with a similar gameplay loop, you should psyop them into playing Unrailed, because it's so similar. At least in terms, you're not cooking food, but in terms of like the cooperation required, and if you ever make one mistake, you lose immediately. That would be like a perfect pivot from Played Up, man. That's an amazing game. How about day 268? It's easily the worst looking game I've ever seen. No disrespect if you worked on this game. Unless you're in the art department, in which case, give your head a shake. This is Clay Fighters 63 and a third. Metacritic score of 89. This is Pikmin 2. This is a fucking Pikmin, dude. This is Pikmin 1. Nintendo, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, man. Kate has gone live. After 10,000 years, I'm free. Dude, I'm going to go eat some Costco snacks. Thanks for watching the stream today. I'll see you tomorrow. I would love to do some Dark and Darker and some Hitman tomorrow. I think we're so on the verge of a campaign actually finishing. I thought it would be today, but you know what? It is what it is. Hey, can I tell you something? I don't see in chat where it says hit the button for the raid. It disappeared into the ether. So I'm refreshing. Oh, there you go. It popped up. Because I'm a Kirkland boy, just trying to make it. I'll see you tomorrow. Later. I think this raid did not work right, man. It didn't look right. It was cursed. It's still cursed. Ah, whatever. See ya.
Are you reeling in the years? Sucking away the time? Are you changing your gears? Have you had enough of diddle 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 diddle. You guys like Steely Dan?